Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What you're witnessing right now is the TLQ paid scrims of Season 4, where teams will be battling it out for $100 at stake. So, that being said, for those who do not know me, it's your girl JLo here in the caster desk today, and it's definitely been an honor casting for this special event. So, let's see. We will be kicking things off with Erangel. Now, obviously, we do see some very dominating teams. In the list. So fingers crossed, let's see who would be able to secure the first chicken dinner for the day. Now, do drop your predictions down in the comments below if you do have any. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also support for your teams actively that are participating today here in your TLQ Paid Scrims Season 4. Alright, so let's head straight on to your map of Erangel. You can see the plane has already begun its journey, and the plane pathway seems to be. Oops, my bad, guys. It will be starting off with Rondo. Now, obviously, we know what sort of a fun map Rondo is. Obviously, everyone who plays Rondo has, the time of their lives, I would say, given the opportunity to be recalled as well. So, you do have two chances. Um, you got oops, my bad again. This time around though, guys, I feel like there's not gonna be chances. It's gonna be like a single match itself. We can see definitely there has been two plane pathways that have been created, and teams have already begun their journey towards their destined locations. We can see QZ is moving towards, I believe, on top of Danching. We can see Jadon City will also be kind of equipped. Meanwhile, we can see the safe circle has already been established over here. So let's see who would be able to secure the first chicken dinner, guys. Now, mind you, teams need to be very mindful that they do not have a second chance over here. So it's gonna be a do or die situation. I feel like, teams are kind of not aware, and they've already engaged themselves into fights. So we can see TLQ Esports will be having the fight over here amongst Team 4K. We can see the first knock has already been delivered as well. My bad, guys. It'll be 1B that kind of mistook their logo into 4K. It's kind of orange and yellow, very similar. Alright, so we can see Scout, a well-known MVP. Consecutively he was able to secure the MVP title, and here comes scouting for the Sigmas. Knock over here, and down goes Neo over here. Down goes Sigma as well. Two members from the same team have been completely taken out. Alright, I think there was some sort of a issue when I was viewing the first map, because I was not able to view the recall towers, but seems like we do have recall. So once again, my apologies. Alright, let's see. I think they've already secured 2 elimination points for Team TLQ. DDX, on the other hand, however, they might need to kind of, move into safety, because Nix will be the only person alive for his team members. We can see why. Alrighty, so we can see just YS and Grigor has already been taken out. Now, in the meantime, guys, we will be moving into the caster desk for a quick second over here, given that we did face a little bit of technical issues, but don't worry, that will be fixed ASAP. So, obviously, just wanted to give you a quick overview on what we just witnessed. TLQ securing 2 eliminations, and meanwhile, we can see ISSL is going against Team X Forces. Down goes Dizzy. If you take a look at the leaderboard, we can see TLQ has scored 3 eliminations so far. We can see Luffy over here taking the 1v1. Unfortunately, Luffy will not be able to, and with that, he has been taken out, guys. So, game over esports. Right. Securing 2 eliminations down the line. You can see 1B, they've recalled their team members already. It's like GameOVer Esports. We got Duck over here seeing, if there's any potential enemies, any potential fights they could engage themselves in. And meanwhile, you can see TM7 taking the fight against 1B's. Down goes Sigma and Neo. Once again, guys, Sigma completely taken out. IRC is in the middle of the fight as well. And meanwhile, we can see ISS says, whoa, what did I just witness over there? ISSLs will be the second team to be eliminated here, with just no elimination points either. But a quick start for a quick finish for ISSL. We're stagnant with 20 teams over here. We can see DDX Nix kind of holding on to the very location. He's kind of trying to play it out really safe. TLQ Scout over here taking knocks after knocks, and he might have to take the fight. Don't think so. Feels like Nix is somewhat pretty much very safe for now. Unless, of course, he decides to give foot at one point, then that's going to be the end of him. We can see the members are running across, and most possibly they might come towards him. Feels like Nix is in a really good position, and yet, nope, not again, not yet. Alright, now he should be able to. Not again yet. This is so entertaining, guys. I mean, he is literally at the brink over here, and the opposition teams have no literal idea as to where exactly Nix is, and now he's completely in the safe zone. So safe to say he can move around, he can do whatever he wants to, but unless, of course, making sure the opposition team SDMZs have moved completely far away. So UFs are having a fight over here against WPs. We're still stagnant with 20 teams. Lucifer going ahead completely. Let's see, Viper baby. Really? Really, Viper? Never mind. Alright, maybe he just wants to, let someone at least refer to him in that title. So we'll just give him that opportunity. Anyways, we can see Asia has been knocked out. Asia has confirmed an elimination over here. TLQ is leading with 5 eliminations so far from this get-go itself. Down goes Scout over here by It's Mighty. Here comes the avenge shot by Adios, and he does it beautiful, amazing. And finally, he has renamed himself as well. Right, so meanwhile, we can see 4Ks will be coming into the close fight at New York's factory. So let's see. Down goes It's Mighty completely with 6 eliminations down the line for TLQ ESPORTS. What a way to start things off for TLQ ESPORTS. So the butterfly zone has already been taken place over here. Now teams might not be able to scope, might not be able to run over each other with vehicles. Yeah, I know it is called the EMP zone, but still, it kind of gives that butterfly effect. So I'd rather refer to that as a butterfly effect, butterfly zone instead. Beautiful shots over here, taken out Heishi completely by Nigesh over here. So with that, I think he should be able to secure the elimination. I do not understand why error had to come at that point over there, given that they were engaging in a fight at one point. But rest assured, in about 9 seconds left, we will be closing into stage 2 of the damaging zone as well. So far we can see TLQ is leading with 7 eliminations. 4K is going ahead against TM7s at the moment. Down goes SZO as well. And MY taking ahead the Viper over there. We can see PRM confirming Eddie's elimination over there. Kazima confirming Draga as well. And alright, let's see. We're still stagnant at 20 teams. We can see 4K Freeze taking the fight against EQZIZ. 1 minute left before the zone shrinks in further, and we can see Heishi has been, error has been recalled again. Oh, down goes Nigesh, unfortunately. He was not able to, and down goes Azlan as well. What on bloody earth is happening over here? Cyrex had given the perfect cover over there to TLQ ESPORTS, however, leading with 8 eliminations. Azlan securing 5 eliminations in total. I kind of feel, I feel the MVP title is kind of nearing towards someone of them. Still stagnant with 20 teams and 63 remaining. Now to take a look at the leaderboard, obviously TLQ is leading with 8. And also we got WP is leading with 4. We can see 2D Esports over here. Russia being taken out. Completely taking him out over here by WPVXs. Still stagnant at 20 teams and 59 remaining. And about 10 seconds left, we will be moving into stage 3 of your critically damaging zone. So let's see, the stakes are quite high already. TLQ Esports kind of moving in. And we can see EQZ is having the fight against VEs at the moment. Swaggy completing Wiki off. Alright, and down goes Mew as well by game over. And the entire team for Team No Mercy will be eliminated in the 19th position. Nostra, the powerhouse for VE. We very well know what sort of gameplay Nostra has been given us for the past couple of days. So let's see if he would be able to survive this and also um, give us a perfect performance over here. Let's see. I mean, EQZ is moving straight onto game over's location over here. In the meantime, we can see DxB completely being eliminated in the 18th position. Alright, so EQZ Esports over here kind of holding on to the same position, unaware that Nostra is right below them. Nostra waiting for its victim to lay its head right on top of him, so that will give him a chance to take him down. Let's see if Nostra would be able to, or instead will Omega be able to. Now it's gonna be a definite surprise shot for Omega, and there you go, the surprise shot over there by Nostra, just as expected, confirming him. The powerhouse for V does it again. So the zone has shrunken in further. We can see one hits have already made it their way into the zone. We can see 4Ks have also done the same as DMZs. Now just 3 teams that have made into the zone. The rest of the teams may need to do something about it, because the zone is going to be pretty damaging but the minute it hits into the next stage. Let's see who would be able to secure the first chicken dinner. I kind of have my bets on, but so do you. And don't forget to support your team down in the comments below, and also like, share, subscribe, and also whatnot. It's a B2B GODZ officials over here, leading with 2 eliminations so far. We're stagnant with 17 teams. Feel like Sacha might be getting into the opposition teams over here. It is gonna be VXs. My golly, I just had a cup of coffee. That's gonna be the death of me. Alright, so Nostra running in for his teammates' recall over here rather. Recall has already been made, and Nostra moving into his next stage, which is gonna be taking more up fights. I think the zone is pretty much damaging, even though it is in stage 3. So we can see 4K PRM taking SDMZ stabs, going ahead against game over at the same time. Still stagnant with 17 teams and 62 alive. Cyrex grenading his own teammate over there, and game over, taking out Tabish completely. Down goes Storm as well by TM7. I think that there's a clash amongst 3 or 4 odd teams over here. And with that, guys, we can definitely see one team has been completely eliminated. SDMZ is moving on to the next right now. Let's see if the grenade connects over here. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation. SDMZs versus Team 4K. And there you have it, guys, a grenade being thrown and rushing straight into the rush over here. Unfortunately, down goes Santhi. PureM was able to secure the elimination at the same time. With that, guys, Team SDMZs will be eliminated in the 15th position. Down to last 14 teams at the moment. Oh, Charm is completely on fire. A beautiful shot over there, taking out Viper completely. Viper is still just he has to, keep his feet up, else he'll get knocked just like that. Anyways, Viper, if you're hearing, yes, it is very intentional. And down goes Shimmy over here. Sham trying to confirm Viper over here, and he does that. 3 eliminations down the line, and he's rushing in for the next up. Let's see, guys. Sham versus Team WP's Fala over here. Who would it be? Would it be Team WP or would it be Team VX? Fingers crossed over here, guys. Let's see, and down goes Fala along. There was a third party over there by Team ACIDx. That was a complete third-party gameplay over there by ACIDx. What a phenomenal performance! And with that, guys, we can see we're moving ahead with 13 teams ahead. Team TM7 being eliminated. In the 14th position, I think there's a little bit of technical issues, guys, but do not mind that. Alright, so Team 4K will be eliminated as well in the 13th position. We are down to last 12 teams. 2D Esports, oh my goodness, the beautiful shot over there. Taking out Zombie as well as Sean at the same time. Beautiful sprays over there. Alright, so we can see TLQ Scout being taken out on the other side. 27 seconds left before we move into stage 5 of the damaging zone. Now, mind you guys, the zone is going to be critically damaging. So teams need to ensure that they get into the zone as soon as possible. Couple of shots over here by error. Let's see if we would be able to make it in the zone. And we can see Snake taking out Chris completely. V is engaging already into another fight. That's going to be very, very disadvantageous though. You can see Adil going against GameOVER, and down goes Adil as well. TLQ Esports over here securing kills after kills, guys. 15 eliminations down the line. By golly, are you kidding me? 15 eliminations. You can see V is taking out 2 of the members. I think Vicky has switched into a DP instead of a shotgun now. Snake taking out Chris once again, and Vicky taking out Doc as well. With that, guys, Team DDX will be eliminated in the 11th or 10th position. Down to last 19s. 17s, my bad. But XF's over here as well, leading with 9 eliminations. Now, if you take a look at the leaderboard, guys, TLQ obviously stands at the very top with 15. We got GameOVER with 10, XF's with 9, and also One Hits with 7, along with VX7s. Acids with 3. So who would it be, guys? We do have 3, 4, 5, 6 teams at the moment. TLQ, VX, XF, One Hit, VEs. Revive happening over here now. I think almost all of the teams are holding on to the very edge of the zone. You can see QZ is going ahead against One Hits at the same time. Star Dilla being taken out, Aslan taken out Demon. Alright guys, so just want to reiterate on a couple of things. Maybe you have noticed that as well. We are currently facing a little bit of technical issues in match 1. But further ado, from match 2 onwards, this will be completely fixed. So bear with us for a temporary short time. Right, so here you have it, guys. We do have 9 teams remaining. Now, who do you think would be able to secure the first chicken dinner? EQZ's One Hits going against one another, very, very savagely against one another. You can see now One Hits moving straight into 4Ks at the same time. My bad, XFs. Alright, so EQZ is now going against 2Ds. Omega taking against Snake over there as well. And we can see VX is taking out Omega completely out. GameOVER has been eliminated in the 9th position. We're down to last 7 teams. Spray over here trying to take out Mew over here as well as Swaggy. Team 2D being eliminated at the same time. Now I think TLQ Esports has their eyes on the opposition team, which would be Team XF. XF's taking out WPVX is at the same time. We're still stagnant with 7 teams. Couple of shots over here trying to take out Nostra out. However, does not connect at all. 48 seconds left. And we will be moving to stage 7 of your critically damaging zone. We can see Nostra in his last HP here. Down goes Nostra completely over there by Destro. However, Arslan was able to confirm the elimination. So it was the steal of the match over there. I think Aslan will be moving into the zone right now, but we've also got XF that has to move into the zone. So who would it be, guys? We do have still 7 teams in this tiny little shrinking zone. We can see Mirage taking against the fight with VEs. WPVX's Prize taking the fight, and Team VE will be eliminated in the 7th position. We're down to last 6 teams. One Hits over here. Distro moving to a really safe position. Scout leading with 6 eliminations. I smell another MVP title down the line for Team TLQ. We got 6 eliminations, 7 eliminations, and also 5 eliminations. Now this is, by golly, unstoppable. Let's see, guys. XS moving into the zone as well. A couple of shots, and over here Scout was able to get the beautiful knocks over there. Let's see if the confirmation happens, and it does. However, Scout needs to move into the zone as well. It's kind of risky at the same time. Team Acid being eliminated. We're down to last four teams: TLQ, One Hit, EQZs, and VXs. And we can see Mirage being taken out into the zone. However, Destro still stands, and Mirage will be confirmed by VXs. Alright, let's see, guys. Last three teams: VX being eliminated, TLQ, One Hit, EQZs. We do have a duo power for TLQ, however, one of the members have been knocked out. So it's going to be solos for each and every of this team. I think Swaggy being eliminated, it's going to be a 1 versus 1 over here, unless, of course, the revive happens in time. Here comes Destro straight into the rush. About 14 seconds, the zone will also be closing. It's gonna be a completely open area of a fight the team has to take, guys. Will it be Team Gods or will it be Team TLQ? Drop your predictions down below. And however, we can see Destro being taken out. Unfortunately, that was not a wise decision over there by Destro, moving straight into the fight aggressively. And with that, a phenomenal performance by Team TLQ Esports, securing the first chicken dinner. All right, so let's give it up for Team TLQ Esports for securing the first chicken dinner. I mean, I had my bets early on itself, so I'm just saying out there. Anyways, let's move on to the individual stats and see how each and every member of TLQ had performed. Aslan with 8 eliminations, Error with 0, Adios with 5, and Hexa. I think it should be Scout. Scout with 6 eliminations. So these are your winning team stats. Let's give it up for Team TLQ. Obviously, it was a phenomenal gameplay. So we were able to see proper eliminations being taken by each individual. Moving straight into match summary, we can see eliminations 122, 124 knockouts, 14,190 total healing, 6 grenade eliminations, and 46 assists with 0 vehicle eliminations. Let's move on to your next stat. Right, so head-to-head comparison between Team TLQ versus Team One Hit. We can see 3,580 damage from Team TLQ, 2,234 damage from One Hit, 21 knocks, 19 eliminations. That leads up to 29 total points, 14 knocks, and 15 eliminations. That leads up to 21 total points for Team One Hit. So just a matter of 8 points of difference between the two. Let's move on to your next stat. All right, so let's give it up for your team. Most valuable player, I believe it should be Scout. 6 eliminations, 1,704 damage, 6 assists, 9 knocks, 588 healings. Let's give it up one more time for your most valuable player, TLQ Scout. All right, let's move on to your next stat. Top players for match one, we can see hashtag 5 stands Swaggy with 5 eliminations. USD stands with 5 eliminations. Aslan stands with 8 eliminations. Destro stands with 7 eliminations, and Hexa stands with 6 eliminations. So these are your top players upon concluding match one. Let's give it up one more time for Hex. Oops, never mind. All right, so match rankings. I'm gonna read out the very first table pointers. We can see hashtag 1 stands TLQ with 29 points, hashtag 2 stands Gods with 21 points, hashtag 3 stands VX with 14 points, 4 stands EQZs with 13 points, and hashtag 5 stands XS with 12 points. So these are your top rankers upon concluding match 1. Rest of the teams you can see have scored in between just 1 point to 11 points. So match one, a definite great start for Team TLQ to finish off Rondo, having the opportunity of recalling twice, and with that they were able to secure a total of 29 points. So kind of way ahead of compared to the rest of the teams. So next up we do have Erangel. Now let's see who would be able to secure the second chicken dinner. But before that, allow our technical team to kind of, run through the technical issues that you guys must have noticed in the first match, and we will definitely get back to you after a short break.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
There's 20 to 22 teams battling it out for a prize pool of $100. So just to recap on, what we just witnessed in the previous match, we did see a phenomenal gameplay coming over there by Team TLQ Esports, who was able to secure the first chicken dinner. Now, obviously, my bets are, if they are able to keep up with the same momentum as we head on to your next match, which is going to be Erangel. So let's see which team would be able to secure the chicken dinner, or would it be TLQ themselves itself? So just to reiterate on things, guys, we did encounter a couple of issues in the previous match technically, but rest assured that would have been sorted right now by the technical team. So we can definitely be able to witness a somewhat smoother action gameplay, which is what everyone would want to, and what everyone would have desired for. So feels like the plane will be uh cutting across very diagonally all the way to Lipoka. Alright, the first circle has already been established, and we can see a lot of teams are heavily engaged in getting into fights in the northern side of the zone, and the rest of the teams are kind of holding on towards the southern side of the zone. Let's see which team would be able to get the first fight. Most probably ISSLs and Team 2Ds might get the first fight, given that they are going to the same location. Now, mind you, it's just Susti over there in Ferry Pier, so it's going to be very risky for Sustis. But let's see what sort of strategy Susti might pull up with. See who would get the first knock, the first blood. And speak of the devil, there you have it, guys. The first knock, the first blood has already been taken. Let's take a closer view. I think L7s are still here, and we can see SDMZs are kind of getting into a battle over there. Alright, so SDMZs are getting the fight against B2Bs over here. We can see no mercies. Two of the members have already been taken out as well by Team ACIDs, I think. Sorry, Team XF. Now, if you take a look at the leaderboard, obviously B2B, TM7s, and XFs have kind of led ahead with one elimination so far. We're still stagnant to 22 teams and 85 alive. You can see I cannot say that name. Hell no. TM7's members kind of closing into demons over there. Come on, guys. Come up with really good names that I can pronounce right. Down goes Eddie by Joker over there. Beautiful shot with the DP. I think, personally saying, I think the DP's power kind of has increased further, and we can see Demon has been knocked out at the same time, kind of out in the open. Guys kind of moving in if he would be able to get a shot in reviving his fellow teammate. But let's see, smoke's been thrown as well, and there comes TM7's member kind of switching places so that he has a better view, a better angle on what's going to happen. The first team to be eliminated will be Team KH, the 22nd position. Alright guys, we can see Dizzy over here taking the revive in time. So kind of, ahead of the game. You can see NMY that of around as well. It's still stagnant with 21 teams and 79 alive. Now the question is who would be able to secure the second chicken dinner. But before we, kind of make predictions, let's take a quick a rapport on what happened in the previous match. So we did see, how one hit and we TLQs kind of stood ahead till the end. But let's see, if they would have another chance to go at it against one another. Because mind you, just wanted to reiterate, how dominating these teams are, given that we do have a LAN coming up, guys. So the teams are really performing out their best over here. We can see Team PAPPA. Did they just take one of the Team LFEQZs? Yes, they did. So they've taken down Team LFEQZs, securing 8 eliminations for the team. We can see Ima scoring 6 eliminations. Oh my goodness. Ima? Alright, Ima. Alright. So kind of, Team WP will be leading the leaderboard for now, tentatively. But let's see if there's another team who would be able to kind of topple up against them. Now, Team WEDHA has been performing exceptionally well as of recently. And I would say that's because, how they were able to sync with one another, and their strategy is completely aggressive, going in for just the kill. So that's kind of like a pro, but also it has its cons as well. Like, there would be days that you'd be lucky, but there are also days that you might not be that lucky. But it seems like, it's a great start for Team WEDHA early on here in Erangel. In about a minute and 30 seconds left, we will be closing into stage 2 of your next zone. Still stagnant with 20 teams. So far, just 2 teams have been taken out. We can see L7 Snake taking out the battle over here against the opposition. That would be Team GAMEOVER. Batman already securing one elimination for the team. Shelter seems to be kind of heavily equipped right now, but we also got Team GAMEOVER's opposition. The remaining member coming out of nowhere, completely in a different angle, so he might be able to kind of give the support the team requires from a different angle, given that Team Acid is completely focusing on what is ahead of them, which is towards Shelter. In about 40 seconds left, we will be closing into your next stage of the zone. Mind you, it's still to stage 2, so teams might not have to be that in a hurry to get into the safe zone. They do have ample enough of time, but the minute they hit into stage 4, that's when they really need to think of, holding a position for much safety. still stagnated 20 teams and 75 alive. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left now. Let's see where the zone is gonna shrink in towards. Feels like so far Team Acid is somewhat safer without any threats. You know, it's so scary with that truck moving back and forth. I know it does have some loot in there, but also at the same time, you know, there were multiple times where I was knocked out just because of, you know, being bugged to that particular truck. You are not able to see the truck coming straight at you, it just appears. All right, so most probably we can see Team Acid might get into a fight against GAMEOVER. From the looks of it, we can see GAMEOVER kind of, you know, moving in circles, kind of getting closer towards the team. Now, if you can take a look at the zone, ISSL is kind of gatekeeping the bridge. 4K is moving in for the third party. Most definitely 1Bs will be taking the fight against either ISSLs or 4Ks. So either ISSLs or 4Ks might get into a third party action. Now this is gonna be a huge opportunity to see three dominating teams going against one another, and only one team will be able to make it out alive, unless of course another team decides to call its shots and move towards the opposite direction. And there you have it, guys. Those if taking out the first knock confirming the elimination as well. So 1B loses one of its members. I believe that would be the IGL themselves. And massively down goes Sigma as well. Last two members, guys, standing for Team 1B. Feels like the rush is gonna be surreal. Chasing Massa all the way. Think they kind of lost track over there, so they might not be able to take Massa. And Joker taking the fight against Team TM7. Vehicle eliminations over there. You can see Mirage taking out Omega at the same time. I think just Crazy is remaining over here, and down goes Crazy. So just last man standing for Team 1B will be just Massa. However, now if you take a look, we got 4Ks right behind them, waiting for, you know, to take the third party opportunity. We can see Acid being taken out completely. The second team to be eliminated will be Team Acid. So we're down to 19 teams and just 65 alive. EQZs will be taking the fight against Team One Hit. The direct fight over here. And with the guest Team One Hit was able to score against Team EQZs and secure the eliminations over there, leading with 4 eliminations. My goodness, what just happened over there? What on earth just happened? And meanwhile, we can see One Hit's being having a third party fight by TLQs right after the fight that they just had with Team EQZs. And here comes GAMEOVER as well. Destro being taken out. Last man standing will be Star himself. Let's see if Star would be able to avenge his friend's death or not. Star moving into a completely different location. Meanwhile, GAMEOVER standing as well, however, does not try to encounter into fights any further. However, Aslan decides that he must. 3 eliminations so far for the team. Alright, we will be moving into a quick break.
One, two, three, four.
Now, ISSL, all good. So ISSL will be the only team that has, its entire squad still alive, and huge magnificent rush over here by Team ISSL guys. And with that, the last team member for Team SDMZ will be eliminated. We are down to last 5 teams in this shrinking, tiny little circle. Obviously, ISSLs do have the upper hand given that they have taken a proportion of the safe zone already, making sure that the non-opposition teams have no chance of crossing over. We also got VE's not sure has been knocked out, so Chris and Vicky might have to kind of save the day. And Vicky getting a couple of shots, and Vicky almost got knocked over there. However, the zone is also creeping in further, so down goes Vicky completely, guys. Here comes DxB Toxic completely out in the open. I do not think he'll stand a chance though. And just as expected, the zone is very damaging, highly damaging, so teams might not have proper chance getting into the zone. We are down to last 3 teams, guys. Obviously only ISSLs are holding on to the zone. Beautiful position over here. Down goes Lucifer. Lucifer completely been taken out. Last 2 teams, guys, would be VEs versus ISSLs, and there you have it, your champion of the match. Let's give it up for Team VE ISSL NRC. Obviously, in terms of zone rotations, they had the definite advantage, so kudos for that. Let's give it up one more time for Team ISSL for having that magnificent chicken dinner down there. It was amazing gameplay. It was amazing rotations, amazing ways of ensuring that they were gatekeeping the zone edge so that none of the teams were able to get into the zone. Phenomenal. Right, let's see how their individual performances look like. Right, so Doom securing 5 eliminations, Susti securing 5 eliminations, Lucifer securing 5 eliminations, and Jimmy securing 4 eliminations. Had he scored one more, the entire team would have scored a total of 20 eliminations in total. So with that, guys, we can see a definite 19 eliminations chicken dinner streak. Match summary, we can see 77 eliminations, 83 knockouts, 10,229 total healings, 4 grenade eliminations, 56 assists, and 2 vehicle eliminations. Let's move on to your next stat. Head-to-head comparison between ISSLs versus VEs. 2007, 40 damage, 14 knocks, 19 eliminations. That leads up to a total of 29 total points, and 1,430 damage, 7 knocks, eliminations of 6, with a total point of conversion to 12 over there. What a huge point gap of a difference, guys. I mean, a total of 17 total point gap between #1 and #2. But let's see if we would be able to catch up, because we do have 3 more matches left out to be played. Now let's give it up for your most valuable player, ISSL Lucifer, for securing 5 eliminations, 1,014 damage, 6 assists, 4 knocks, 219 healings. And with that, he was able to secure the MVP title for your second chicken dinner match. Let's move on to your next step. All right, so top players, we got #5 Susti with 5 eliminations, Jimmy 4 eliminations, Doom 5 eliminations, Ima with 6 eliminations, and Lucifer with 5 eliminations. We got the entire ISSL squad here lined up as your top players upon concluding match 2. And we also got Ima leading with 6 eliminations, a great start from the beginning over there at Milta. Right, so match rankings, we can start off with #5. We got VX with 9. #4 stands with the PAPPA with 9, and #3 stands DxB CLUB with 11. #2 stands VE ESPORTS with 12 points, and #1 stands ISSL NRC with a total of 29 points. So these are your top 5 teams upon concluding match 2. Overall top players, we got Lucifer with 6 eliminations, Ima with 9, Aslan with 9, Destra with 10, and Scout with 7. So these are your overall top players so far, tentatively upon concluding 2 matches. We do have 3 left out to be played. So this analytic view could change any time. Now moving straight on to your overall standings, we got RxN KH with 1, EQZ's OBS No Mercy with 2, GODZ with 4, DDX 6, SDMZ 8, 2D's 8, 4Ks with 9, ACIDs with 10, GAMEOVER 11, along with TM7, the DxB with 12, EQZ's 14, WPs with 16, VEs with 17, XS with 18, VX with 23, one hits with 25, and ISSLs and RC with 30, and hashtag 1 still stands TLQ with 33 points. So just a matter of 3 points of difference between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. I think ISSLs would pretty much be able to catch up with it if they were able to keep up with the same momentum in the next upcoming matches. So match 2, deliverance over there by ISSLs with a total of 29 points. But if I recall, if I'm not mistaken, match 1 was also completely devoured by TLQs with a total of 29 points. I think so. But next up, guys, we do have match 3, which is going to be Erangel once again. So let's see if, either TLQ or would it be ISSA NRC once again that will be able to secure chicken dinner? Or would there be another team that's going to surprise us with a very unexpected chicken dinner? So that is something that we are yet to witness. Further ado, let's hop on to a quick short break.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
Alright, so welcome back. What you're witnessing live right now is the TLQ paid scrim season 4. So we did witness two of the matches being completely devoured by Team TLQ and Team ISS and RCs accordingly. Now we will be moving forward into the third match, which is gonna be once again a wrangle. So let's see which team would be able to move ahead of the chaos that we're about to witness and somehow secure the deal right there. Now, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also support your teams in the comments below because seems like there's not much of support going down there, guys. I mean, what's happening? Don't forget to support your teams because they need that morale to kind of stay ahead of the game as well. So do build it for them. And see, it's a vertical plane pathway that has been created all the way from ferry pier to shooting range. Teams may need to teams might get into absolute fights, I mean time to time, because it's a vertical zone and there's no ifs. Teams will definitely get into high end battles. So let's see who would be able to secure the third chicken dinner. You can see the first circle has already been established. Teams moving into their destined locations. Mosque by EQZ and ferry pier by ISSL members. Once again, military base being occupied as well. I think 4Ks will also be moving into military base. So feels like there's going to be an early clash in military base between 1Bs and 4Ks, and most definitely a third party by the opposition team. We got B2B. Let's see who would be able to get the first knock, first blood. And see, farm is also heavily equipped. I'm having a little bit of technical issues at the moment. Yeah, yeah, much better. Thanks. All right, so let's see. 4K is kind of coming in from different. Ooh, down goes Nigesh over here. We got Bradley in the house. Oh my goodness, what a comeback over there by Bradley. Bradley being knocked out over here by Cyrax. I think the confirmation might happen anytime moments. We obviously know, guys, Bradley is a really good player, was there ever since I started the game itself. Very well known to me, so let's see. He's got the same wits as he used to. You can see Vicky taking the fight against KH. And with that, guys, they were able to take down Team KH and secure 4 eliminations for the team. So far, Team VE stands at the very top of the leaderboard, securing the entire squad. You can see 1 blood, they've already secured 1 elimination against 4Ks, and here it is, guys. Bradley getting the fight. Bradley taking on Nigesh over there. Gonna confirm him as well. Let's see if Piorim or would Bradley be able to. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to, guys. Here comes Team 1Bs completely trying to take out 4Ks, and Mass out here. Mass on his last HP as well. Kind of in a really tormenting position. Down goes Bradley, unfortunately, guys. So let's see if Piorim's grenade will be able to connect Massa. Here comes the grenade. Somehow dealt a little bit of damage, however, not completely. Piorim, however, in his last quarter of HP as well, and down goes Piorim. Beautiful shot over there by Neo using the Sanji. Let's see, guys. Last man standing for Team 4 Knights will be Cyrax. Let's see, will it be 1B or will it be Cyrax over here? We got 1Bs pushing in further from every nook, every corner. We can see grenades being thrown in from every corner. It is, guys. If Cyrex will be able to pull off a 1v3, well, that's definitely gonna be amazing. Down goes Massa completely. Couple of shots trying to connect over here towards Neo. Unfortunately, he was not able to. Instead, a little bit of a dance over here by Crazy. I believe he had that momentum over there. So with that, guys, Team 4K will be eliminated in the as the second team. A map of Erangel. You can see Team TM7s are having a tough time over here as well. 4 of their team members have been completely eliminated. What is happening over here in farms? Down goes Team TM7 by ISSLs. Now, obviously, Palm was well known for Team TM7s, but today they were not able to hold on to their positions because, teams are playing out aggressively. Drop clashes are for certain, being hunted for certain. So, what we just witnessed is a being hunted moment. We can see GameOver Esports over here trying to take out No Mercy Esports as well. Tracer has been already been taken out, so we do have last 2 members top, and Yasia down goes Yasia by a beautifully executed grenade. So last man standing will be Top himself. Top, however, was lucky enough to move into a very different angle. So he's kind of looking into, if any he would be able to get any possible shots at, or going at it against his teammates. I don't think they have any idea of exactly where Top is at. Couple of shots being connected. Now his position has been exposed, and mind you, he might have to take the 1v4, else, well, you know what's gonna happen else. And here comes the rush straight at Top. Let's see, Top moving, fleeing away from what he just did there completely, but I don't think he has the time to, because here comes the whole squad, guys. Down goes Top. Think that was a wrong move of him to grab the attention. He would have just played, moving into a safer location and kind of waited out till the end, given that he was the solo man after all. So 4 teams have been eliminated early on. We can see we're down to 18 teams at the moment with 66 remaining. You can see a lot of 4 eliminations from teams already. And here comes the next team into the fight, guys. That would be team GODZ. And the knock over here by Neo, trying to confirm him as well. And down goes Neo at the same time. I think he was not aware as to exactly where the opposition members, rest of the members are. You can see Neo being knocked out. Massa trying to revive him in time, but a couple of more shots being trying to take out Neo out. Think Massa might also be getting into a very difficult situation, difficult position. He's not aware exactly where Tommy is at. He's kind of getting a couple of more shots over here, trying to take out Tommy. Let's see, will it be Tommy or will it be Massa being taken out by a VS? VS shots over there. So 2 knocks. And this last man standing will be Crazy. Let's see if Crazy would be able to give us a performance, or else it's gonna be tata bye-bye for the team 1B. You can see GameOver Esports over here, securing 5 eliminations for the team. And with that, guys, Tommy confirming Neo. I think he would be able to confirm Massa as well, but of course only if Crazy would come into the position. And we can see DxB is taking the fight against RxNs at the moment. Down goes Massa as well. Alright, so as said over here, you can see Apex has been completely knocked out by SDMZs. Not sure what exactly Dynamo is up to. And there you have it, guys. Crazy taking the knock against Fury. And a knock against Such as well. Unfortunately, once again, Tommy takes out Crazy. So I think Tommy had a 1v3 moment over there. X's over here will be taking the fight against VXs. still stagnant with 17 teams, however. And there you have it, guys. Santi taking out Snake. VX is moving into a different location. They do have the higher grounds advantage. Dizzy moving to the very top as well, so that gives him even better advantage. You can see Dynamo moving in for the 1v1. He has to take the 1v1 for certain. Couple of more grenades trying to be thrown at, but I don't think they exactly know where Price is at. Now they do, because here comes, is Daisy moving in with a horse? All right, let's see, guys. More grenades. See if this grenade connects. I think it almost does. Almost had him, and Price in his last HP will not be able to survive it. So with that, guys, Team XFs were able to deliver another whole squad down over there, taking out Team VX at the very initial stage. We're down to last 16 teams and 51 alive. We can see Luffy. Why do we have Octane's picture in Luffy? Alright, so DDXs will be taking the fight against Game Over, and we can see DDXs are in a really tough position. Game Over confirming 6 eliminations that enables them to stay ahead of the leaderboard for now tentatively. However, here comes DDXs as well. I think XFs have gotten into another fight again. That would be with SDMZs. We can see Dizzy has been knocked out. And about 40 seconds left. We will be moving into stage 2, and down goes Dizzy again by a mini 14 shot. Here comes the rush by SDMZ Esports straight into XFs, guys. Let's see who will be able to move ahead of the chaos we are about to witness over here. Let's see a grenade front being taken out by Dynamo, and down goes Zahyu. Dynamo in his last HP as well. Down goes Dynamo. Nick's giving the perfect cover with the mini 14 over there. So Zeke will be the only person, and he has to get closer to his teammates, else it'll be the end for his rest of the teammates, guys. Here comes Zeke straight in for the 1v1. V is holding on to a really good position right in the middle of the zone here in Pochinki. EQZ is moving in further, creeping in slowly by slowly. We also got ISSLs as well. Alright, so Team Acid, we got just one elimination so far tentatively. We'll be taking the fight against LF EQZs, and Aslan taking out one head Destro completely. Let's see, the grenade connects, and beautiful, it's Mighty once again delivers how it should be played out mightifully. So with that, he was able to secure 3 eliminations for the team. LF EQZ will be eliminated in the 16th position. So down to last 15 teams, it is 45 alive. VE Esports will be taking the fight against Team Game Over at the moment. How on earth did Game Over get in here anyways? Team 2D being eliminated in the 15th position. And they just had the fight against WPs, and we can see Game Over. 2 of their members have been knocked out. Refuse has been revived, and we can see V is just last 2 members standing as well. A whole squad of Game Over Esports will be still alive. Jimmy taking out Omega in a vehicle elimination. More grenades being thrown, and we can see Nostra taking out a beautiful grenade shot over there. Nostra taking out Refuse again, guys. Two knocks against Game Over Esports. Doom taking out EQZ. In the meantime, we think we are going to witness a rush. Gonna take out Nostra. Here comes Nostra straight into Game Over, and we can see the revive has already been taken as well. Solana been taken out, and Sao taking out Nostra with a Molotov knock over there. think Dima taking out the revive, but at the same time, Dima has to take the 1v1, and he does. Here comes the grenade as well. Dima has to take another 1v1 against Sao. Let's see if it will be team game over, or will it be team VEs, and down goes Dima. With that, team VE will be eliminated. In the 13th position, DxB clubs over here most probably might get into a fight against GameOver Esports. We're down to last 12 teams. ISSL's taking the fight against EQZs. We can see Tabs has been knocked out completely. Lucifer, the last man standing. Sorry, my bad. Lucifer has been knocked out, but then again, the revive has been taken. So Team EQZ will be eliminated in the 12th position. We're down to last 11 teams and 33 alive. About 10 seconds left. We will be moving into stage 4 of your critically damaging zone. And there you have it, guys. The zone has shrunken in further. DxB is holding on to the very mid of the zone, so that kind of gives them the opportunity to stay ahead of the game as well. Mind you, we are in stage 4, so teams need to ensure that they get into the zone in time, else it's going to be a matter of life or death. Given that most of the teams do have the option of gatekeeping, and we can see if you take a look at the leaderboard, Game Over has secured 9 eliminations for the team, so that gives them the opportunity to be ahead of the leaderboard for now. I had to get a tissue. Alright, so Team GODZ over here taking the knocks over here against DxBs. TLQ is trying to take the fight against Acids, I believe. Let's see, guys. TLQ so far, very surprisingly, just one elimination. And with that, guys, Team RxNs have been eliminated. We can see DxBs taking the fight against one hits, and one hits have been also eliminated in the 10th position. We're down to last 19, which is 27 alive. Game Over Esports over here trying to take the next fights. Of spray shots against Team WP. Still stagnant with 9 teams, however. And about 48 seconds left. We will be closing into your next stage of your critically damaging zone. So mind you, this is gonna be the 5th stage. Teams need to ensure that they get into the zone somehow by any means. Alright, so we can see B2B Tommy taking out a beautiful spray against L7 Joker. However, Jimmy does a steal over there. Jimmy confirms Joker as well. Still stagnant with 9 teams. However, the remaining count seems to be lowering in every second, every minute we speak. And about 8 seconds left, guys. We will be moving into stage 5. Gonna be very, very highly damaging, and the zone shrinks in further. All right, so if you take a look at the circle, guys, we can see just 2 teams that have entered into the zone, while meanwhile the rest have kind of opted to play edge. Playing edge is also really good position to kind of not engage yourselves into direct fights, but also at the same time it's kind of risky. TLQ is taking the direct fight against DDX's. XFs will be eliminated in 9th position. Here comes Scout straight into Nyx's lair, and down goes Nyx with that, guys. Team TLQ has been eliminated. 1 elimination for the team has turned into 4, just like that, in a blink of an eye. And Team DDX will be eliminated in the 8th position. We're down to last 7 teams, with just 21 remaining. So B2Bs might most probably get into a fight against Game Overs. XF Batman taking on Lucifer, but let's see if a confirmation takes place at any time sooner. Here comes a grenade. Let's see if the grenade connects. Lucifer being revived at the same time. I think Doom might have to take the 1v1 against Team XFs. And a couple of more shots. Oh my goodness, Jimmy almost would have been knocked out over there. 14 seconds left before we close into stage 6 of your zone, guys. Aslan taking the fight against WPs at the moment. Ima has been knocked out. Fluffy taken out Heishi completely. I think that would be error. Adia's trying to take her, and down goes Asi as well. Last man remaining will be Viper. Let's see, guys. Will it be will Viper be able to give us a 1v3, or will it be a 3v1? And with that, guys, you can see Ima Asia being completely taken out. Last man still standing, and down goes Fala as well. ISS taking the fight against XFs over here, and down goes Adios just like that in blink of an eye, with a confirmation over here by Viper, and Acids being taken out in the 7th position. Last 6 teams, guys, with 16 alive. You can see GODZ being taken out because of the zone, and we can see TLQ Scout being taken out because of the zone as well. Down goes Error as well. We're down to still 6 teams and 14 alive. DxB CLUB still holding on to the very same location. 50 seconds left before we close into stage 7. Viper still holding, and Fala has been revived as well, so that kind of gives them a positive chance to stay back on track. Still stagnant with 6 teams over here. ISSL is dominating with 11 eliminations already. Game Overs right behind their tail with 9 eliminations. The fight will be happening against ISSLs versus DxBs anytime sooner. We can see a lot of smokes. We can see a lot of utilities being thrown against one another. Couple of sprays against Game Over, and there you have it, guys. 11 seconds left. Scout taking out Viper as well with the grenade. So the last man standing will be Fala. Let's see if Fala will be able to take down Team TLQ, or would it be the complete opposite instead? You can see Viper being taken out. And let's see. And I have, guys, the zone will be closing in, so anytime soon. I do not think Fala would have enough time to retaliate over here, and he actually does, surprisingly. That's going to be a heal battle. We can see down goes she as well. Fala has to take the heal battle, he anything else, rather than holding on to the very medikit over here. Without the last 5 teams with just 9 remaining, down goes Fala as well. Last 4 teams right now, 9 remaining. DxB CLUB still were very lucky. They were very lucky from the get-go itself. The zone was favoring them from the start. So let's see, guys. DxB, ISSLs, Game Over. We got Team Gods as well. So let's see, a grenade connecting over here, but I do not think that'll lead to Luffy's lair anytime soon. A Game Over leading with 10 eliminations, and with that, Team TLQ will be eliminated in as well. Team W being eliminated. Last 4 teams, guys. ISSL, NRC, Game Over, DxB, B2B. Who do you think would be able to secure the chicken dinner? Drop your comments down below in the live chat. Let us know which team you are rooting for. So we got ISSLs, Game Over, DxBs, B2Bs. Now obviously, if you take a look at the percentage wise, ISSLs do have the prominent chance of securing another chicken dinner, but fingers crossed. Another grenade connecting to his Luffy as well simultaneously, however, doesn't have the strong power to take him out completely though. ISSLs from every corner. Luffy might need to take the 1v1, and with that, guys, Luffy will be knocked out. So last man standing will be Jadson himself, and down goes B2B Esports. Game Over moving into the fight along with ISSLs and Jadsons. So far seems like ISSLs do have the opportunity to stay ahead of the game. USD being burnt alive. See, Doom has also been knocked out. 11 eliminations so far. Sao being revived at the same time. 25 seconds left before we close into the next stage of your critically damaging zone. 3 teams, ISSL, Game Over, and DxB. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the 3rd chicken dinner for the day? Alright, so we can see they've already spotted where exactly Judson is at. And where exactly Team Game Over is at as well. Shao and USD still holding on to the very locations. And down goes Jades and beautiful grenade connected by Lucifer. Let's see if Jimmy's grenade also connects to the opposition team, and it does. Shao goes out. Here comes Jimmy straight into the rush, guys. USD. Last man standing, however, the zone will also be very damaging. He has no option but to take the 1v1, and with that, ISSL's securing another chicken streak to its name. All right, let's give it up for Team ISSL NRC for securing another magnificent chicken dinner. So it's going to be a streak of two. They were able to keep up with the same momentum. Let's move in to the next stage, the next stat to see how their individual performances look like. Alright, so moving straight into their individual performances, we can see Doom securing 2 eliminations, Susti with 1 eliminations, Lucifer with 8 eliminations, Jimmy with 5 eliminations. A perfect chicken dinner for the streak over here, guys. Let's give it up one more time for our sister and Narcy for securing a streak for their winning progress. Match summary, we got 78 eliminations, 79 knockouts, 7,510 total healings, 9 grenade eliminations, 48 assists, and 3 vehicle eliminations. Let's move into your next stat. Head-to-head comparison, 2005-18 damage for ISSNRC, 1826 for game over, 13 knocks, 9 knocks, 16 eliminations, 11 eliminations. That leads up to 26 total points for ISSLs. Game overs leading with 17 total points. So this will be your um, head-to-head comparison between #1 and #2. Now let's give it up for your most valuable player one more time, Lucifer, with 8 eliminations, 1007 damage, 2 knocks, 2 assists, 4 knocks, 393 healings. A well momentum maintained over here by ISSL Lucifer. Let's give it up one more time for him. Let's move into your next stat now. Alright, so top players for match 3, we got Scout with 4 eliminations, Luffy with 4 eliminations, Jimmy with 5 eliminations, Sao with 5 eliminations, and Lucifer with 8 eliminations. So these are your top 5 players upon concluding match 3. Let's move on to your next stat. Match rankings. All right, let's start off with #5. We got TLQ Esports with 9, B2B Gods officials with 10, DxB CLUB stands with #3, third position in 12 points, and GameOver Esports stands with #2, 17 points. ISS and NRCs at the very top with 26 total points. So these are your top rankers for match 3. Rest of the teams have scored in between a point to 7 points in total. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so overall top players, we got Destro at #5th position with 10 eliminations, Jimmy with 9 eliminations, Aslan with 11, and Scout with 11, Lucifer with 14 eliminations. So these are your overall top players upon concluding 3 matches at a stretch. So we can see a definite change in the previous rankings. Now, overall standings, guys, you can see RxN 1 EQs, LF EQs is 2 along with KH No Mercy, OB is with 7 along with DDX, 2Ds with 8, 4Ks with 10, SDMZ is with 11, TM7s with 12, EQs with 14, B2Bs with 14, acids is 15, WPs along with V is 22, VX 23, DxB 24, X has a 25, 1 hits with 26, #3 now stands Game Over with 28, #2 stands TLQ with 42, and #1 stands ISS NRC with 56 total points. So ISS is standing at the very top, leading with a total of 56 points. So Definitely a point gap of 14 over there between #1 and #2. But there's two more matches left out to be played. So teams still do have a chance of, scoring at the top of the leaderboard. And match two, match three, we can see a chicken streak over here by ISSNRCs, 29 and 26 accordingly. Next up, we got the least favorite map of all of our players, given the nature of its map and how long it pretty much takes. Um, to finish the map as well. So, regardlessly, guys, before we move straight on to your fourth match, which is going to be Miramar, let's head on to a quick short break and ensure that the soldiers that are participating today are contributed and provided with the refreshments that they require.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
Alright, so heading straight on to your fourth match for the day of TLQ's paid battle season 4, we can see we still stack 22 teams and 86 here on the plane right now. So let's see who would be able to secure the fourth chicken dinner. So we did see a streak coming from the ISSL. Definitely a moment to witness. So let's see if they would be able to secure the third chicken dinner as well, or will there be a surprise team that's about to show us their performance and somehow secure a chicken dinner as well. Teams have started going into their destined locations already. Let's see which team would be able to get the first knock, the first blood. Left EQZ seems to be in a really, really good position. Now, would you look at the zone? It's completely deviating from where exactly the plane pathway has been created. So I think none of the teams are currently in within the zone's range, but we can see ISSLs moving into St. Martin. We also got TM7s right behind their tails. So most definitely we might most probably be able to see a fight happening over here at San Martin between ISSLs and TM7s. None of the teams have gotten into the zone as of yet. TM7's already looking into getting the fight against ISSL. And Orpheus getting a couple of shots over there. And there you have it, guys. The first knock. Down goes Game Over. Down goes Nostra. Down goes Vicky as well. Down goes Chris. What on bloody earth just happened over there, guys? Team DDXs will be completely eliminating Team VE from the get-go of your fourth match. You can see VEs will be the first team to be eliminated. Pala taking the go at it against 1Bs, and Pure meanwhile comes in for the third party against Team DDXs. I think I'm having a little bit of technical issue over here. Alrighty, so we are live in action, guys. We can see One Blood Neo has been taken out completely. So that leads to just 3 members standing for the team. We got Team Weather Papa over here as well, kind of overlooking into any possible shots that he could take at. Still stagnant with 21 teams and 78 remaining. Team Weather Papa and 1B will have to take the fight over here. We also got Team SDMZs. So 3 teams over here at El Pozo. It's going to be highly risky, highly doubtable. So let's see which team would be able to walk away safely and secure the fourth chicken dinner for the day. Now, VEs definitely did not have a great start, but let's see. There's going to be a definite comeback coming from them because they do have another chance to prove themselves. You can see Sudumanika being knocked over. I think the confirmation has already been taken as well. If you take a look at the leaderboard, DDX stands with a total of 4 eliminations so far. SDMZ is leading right behind them with 2 eliminations. Let's see who would be able to. My bad. All right, so 3 minutes left before we move into your next zone. Now, obviously, we're not going to witness any fights from the beginning. And we can see Omega has naded his own teammate. Game over here is being over at the moment by Team DxB's guys. Team DxB is one of the members being taken out. Beautiful spray over here with a UMP. And see, last man standing will be Doc himself. So Doc has to take the fight over here and somehow avenge his friends. The last man standing will be Luffy. Unfortunately, Doc had no chance of surviving over there, guys. And with that, I think Luffy would be able to revive all his teammates in time. However, apart from Suzumanica. And we are 2 minutes behind before we close into stage 2. Alright, let's see, guys. An awful cough. Alright, so Picardo, we got the entire TLQ esports only here today. Alright, so we can see SDMZs will be taking the fight against RxNs. Massa has been knocked out, Neo has been completely taken out. I think WPs are having a moment of their own, and here comes Sia straight into Bradley's lay, and Bradley in his last quarter of HP, he has no health at all. And he will be getting knocked because of the zone, unfortunately. How quite unfortunate. And Bradley will be taken out completely. Alrighty, so we're down to last 20 teams and 71 remaining. Crazy last man standing for Team 1B. I think he's not available at the moment. So TM7s, we can see 4K is taking the fight against VXs. Let's see, 4 knights over here. Most definitely might have to take the fight against the opposition. I think, most of the teams are not getting into heavy fights at the moment, given that the map's dimension is quite larger compared to the rest of the maps. And Miramar would be the best option when it comes to, securing placement points rather than hitting it straight for elimination points. So feels like most of the teams are aiming for scoring placement points, given that this is, after all, the fourth match for the day. The zone shrinks in further, and we can see only 2 teams that have already made their way into the zone. And if you take a look at the southern part of the safe zone, not a single soul stands. That's completely deserted. So the first team to be serving there will have the full opportunity to kind of hold on to the southern side of the safe zone. Now the rest of the teams may have to put up with the fight when it comes to getting into the zone, because after all there's going to be teams gatekeeping towards the edge of the zone as well. You can see Team RxNs will be eliminated in the 20th position. We're down to 19 teams and just 67 alive over here. As DMZ is leading with 4 eliminations. And there gets Dudishan taking a knock as well against Man. And Zeke over here, not certain as to why he has no way of healing himself. If we take a look at the leaderboard, DDXs stands at the very tops along with SDMZs and DxBs as well, leading with a total of 4 elimination points for the team. Teams are kind of still moving ahead. We can see GODZ taking out the next knock. Shahan taking out GODZ as well. LFEQZ is in a really tough position at the moment. They just have 3 manpower, so they better play it out really safely, because if not, it's going to be very disadvantageous for them. Feels like they will be engaging into a fights quite sooner. We do have about 3 teams taking a rotation closer to them. Couple of more shots over here by Yujiro. And Doom taking out Tommy completely. So let's see if ISSLs will be. I mean, obviously, ISSLs did perform really well in the first couple of 2 matches. Doom taking out Sacha completely out as well. But let's see, if they would be able to keep up with the same momentum, because Miramar, after all, is gonna be super hard. Even though it might be the least favorite, teams do have that knack for playing the map completely, because it's quite, how do I say, it's quite comfortable to be playing Miramar rather than compared to the rest of the maps, because rotation seems to be in a very distant location. You have the option of securing knocks easily with the use of snipers. We can see a lot of teams being eliminated, and down goes team B2B Gods, guys, in the 19th position. We're down to last 18 teams, which is 63 alive. ISS's leading with 4 eliminations as well. And in about a minute left, we will be closing into stage 3 of your damaging zone. And I think LFEQZs are having a fight over here, guys. Yujiro being knocked out. Alright, let's see. Yujiro does have the option of being revived in time, but here comes ISSL's rotation. However, I don't think ISSL's will be moving into a fight anytime sooner, given that they have to get into the zone. They have to ensure that they find a location for security. Meanwhile, EQZs will be taking the fight against XFs. 28 seconds left before we move into stage 3, and Dynamo taking out Swaggy as well. Seems like they will be engaging heavily into the fight against EQZs. Swaggy completely being taken out. Omega and Tabs remaining just last 2 players. And most definitely Omega will be getting a couple of shots over here, guys. Here comes L7 straight into, what the bloody hell just happened over there. Down goes Omega. And with that, guys, I think the confirmation will be taken by Team 4K. However, Cyrex are being revived in time. That was quite unexpected. I actually assumed it was XFs right behind them. Never expected 4Ks to just appear there. However, feels like 4Ks will be getting into sandwich moment as well, because we got Team Acid as well as Team XFs. We also got Team VXs right behind their tail. Now just 3 teams that have moved into the zone. The zone has shrunk in further. We can see Destro's team moving in very safely, and about a minute and 25 seconds left before we close into stage 4 of your damaging zone. So by the minute we hit stage 4, teams need to ensure that they get into the zone safe and sound. Is you're being taking a couple of knocks over there. A minute left for the zone to close in further. Stagnant with 18 teams, and they have guys now to be 2 are taking the next knock. Still stagnant with 18 teams. However, the remaining count seems to be lowering each second. And with that, guys, Team EQZ will be eliminated. Down to last 17 teams, which is 57 alive. And No Mercy Esports will be taking the fight against Team One Hit Gods at the moment. Destro taking out top with a beautiful grenade that was just executed, and you can see Dax being taken out because of the zone, and Dilla being taken out by Eddie. Game 7's having a direct fight against One Hits. And see, Team 2D is in a really deep trouble position as well. Here comes TM7, complete rotation over here. No Mercy Esports, definitely in trouble over here, guys. He might have to take the 1v4, else it's going to be the complete opposition for him. And down goes Dinuger. In a blink of an eye, TM7's coming in like vultures, taking out Dinuger's last man standing for his team will be just a solo guy. So we got TM7's moving to different locations and different approaches. We can see Yasuya being taken out, and with that team, No Mercy will be eliminated in the 17th position. Down to last 16 teams and 51 alive. If we take a look at the leaderboard, guys, obviously we do see most of the teams were able to secure 4 eliminations in total. So we got DDX, we got SDMZs, we also got DxBs and ISSLs. OBEs being eliminated in the 16th position. We're down to last 15 teams and 50 alive. Dizzy taking out Zeke, Jedson taking out Eddie. And we can see a couple of more shots being taken out. We're down to last 14 teams and 46 remaining. Mind you, we're still in stage 3 and there's insane fights happening out here. So this shows you what sort of competitive field that we are witnessing right now. Mind you, what you're witnessing is just a part of the fights, because the minute we hit stage 5, that's when the absolute chaos we are about to witness. Because the minute we hit stage 5, teams will be engaging in active open field battles. So safety isn't something that we can guarantee for certain. You can see a couple of shots over here by ISSLs against TM7s. Still stagnant with 14 teams remaining, 45 alive. Orpheus taking the fight against Nigesh. VX is having a tough time as well. Rocky taking out TT. Oh, I just said the name. Never mind. Alright, so we're still stagnant, however, with 14 teams and 43 remaining, except we'll be moving into VX's Dizzy in his last HP. Will Naruto be able to take the knock? And he does. But here comes Demon right above him, and down goes Naruto. So, VXs do not have a chance to stand there with, in taking the 1v1 over here. We are stagnant with 14 teams still, and in about 15 seconds, we will be moving into your next fifth zone. So it's going to be critically damaging. We can see Shan in his last HP as well. Dizzy being revived at the last moment. Shan moving in to take the fight, I believe. But the minute we hit into stage 5, guys, teams might need to go in either for a heal battle or else make sure that they get into the zone, because it's going to be critically damaging. There will be not a single time for you to spare. And we can see Ezio over here being taken out by Lucifer. He got his mini 14 intact. The minute you see a mini 14 being held by Lucifer, guys, run as fast as you can, because the mini 14 could even be an AR for him. That's how skilled he is with using his beloved mini 14. Down to last 13 teams and just 39 remaining. 4 seconds left before we close into your next stage of the zone. For now, if you take a look, guys, only ISSL seems to be holding on to the zone. Rest of the teams are still on their way making it to the zone. So this shows, this kind of gives you a cue, isn't it? The team is quite very lucky to be holding on to the zone, so that they might be able to somehow secure yet another chicken dinner. But that's something we are yet to witness. We can see TLQ Scout over here taking knocks after knocks. We can see 3 knocks right in front of him. If only Scout was able to secure those as well. Alright, so another elimination for team TLQ Esports. And with that, guys, Team TLQ will be eliminated in the 11th position. How quite unfortunate over here. We're still stagnant with 10 teams and 26 remaining. We got ISSLs leading along with 4Ks with 5 eliminations so far. OTF taking the fight against Susti. And Jamie being taken out over here by Ryu. Rujiro taking out Susti completely, and Doom will be taking out Luffy. ISSLs are having a tough time as well, guys. I think two of their members have already been taken out. Last two men standing will be Doom and Lucifer. KH being eliminated as well. Last man standing for Team DxB. Last two men standing for DxB will be Jade and Toxic. And here it is, guys. A couple of more shots trying to take out Jade out. Almost had Jade, and he does it. Doom takes out Jade. So last man standing will be Toxic. I do not think Toxic would have enough time to revive his teammates, because seems like ISSs will be pushing in further, and Doom will be confirming Laffy as well. So last man standing for DxB, and we can see why he's been taken out over here by Rocky. Confirming at the same time. Nick's trying to take out the 1v1 against Rocky, but let's see, will it be Rocky? And he does it! Beautiful grenade connecting directly to Rocky. With that, guys, Team 4K will be eliminated in the 9th position. We're down to last 8 teams with just 15 alive. ISS Lucifer taking yet another knock, and I think they just took Team DxB down. The 8th position, we're down to last 7 teams and 13 remaining. ISS is holding on to the very location with 12 eliminations so far. Will the chicken dinner be in their hands is the question. Dila taking out Viper. And with that, guys, I think Team VX will be eliminated in the 7th position. We're down to last 5 teams, along with WP being eliminated as well. So will it be ISSLs? Will it be One Hit? Will it be Acid, DDX, or LFEQZs? ISS is moving towards the edge of the zone. We can see Ryu, beautiful spray over here by Doom. LFEQZ is being eliminated in 5th position. We down to last 4 teams. We got ISSLs, One Hit, Acids, and DDX. Who do you think would be able to secure the chicken dinner for your 4th match of the day? 5 seconds left before we close into your stage 7 of the critically damaging zone. It's going to be super hard for the teams to kind of stay ahead of the space, because we got a solo, 2 duo pairs, and also a 3-man power. In terms of percentage, we see ISSLs and One Hits kind of having the same percentage of winning scores, so pairs are odd. Let's see if the analytics could be through. Still stagnant with 4 teams. A minute left, and Lucifer taking out Dila over here. Let's see, Nick's trying to overlook into ISSs at the same time. Minute left before we move into your next zone. It's going to be stage 8. Doom already leading with 7 eliminations for his team. Lucifer with 5 as well. I smell a lot of MVP titles over here by Lucifer. By ISSs, and Lucifer being taken out completely, guys, by Apex. So last man standing will be Doom himself for Team ISSL. Doom just have a couple of distance into the zone, so we can see DDXs will be having to take the fight against gods. We can see L7 Apex right behind as well, still stagnant with 4 teams, guys. Will it be gods? Will it be ISSs? Will it be Acid, or will it be DDXs? And see Apex getting a little bit of grenade damages as well. Nyx, and down goes Nyx, unfortunately. So last man standing will be Nafla. Nafla moving straight into a different location. Unfortunately, Nafla will be getting a couple of shots as well. Doesn't seem good on him, and we can see Destro taking out Nyx completely. Down goes Doom as well. So last 3 teams will be One Hit, Acid, and Nyx. Reflex of the time will be rewarded definitely for Nafla, guys. Let's see, will it be one hit? Will it be Acid? Here comes one hit straight into Nafla. Will Nafla be able to give us a 1v2? And can see Nafla in his last quarter of HP as well, and down goes Nafla. Last two teams, guys. Acid versus one hit, and with that, a phenomenal chicken dinner over here by Team One Hit Gods. Definitely something that would have never been expected by many. Alrighty, so let's give it up one more time for Team One Hit Gods for securing that fourth chicken dinner. Amazing. Now let's see how the individual stats look like. Alright, so your winning team, we got Destro with 2 eliminations, Merash with 4 eliminations, Dila with 2 eliminations, and Star with 0 eliminations. So this is your winning team stats for match 4 of your TLQ paid battle season 4. Let's move on to your next stat. Match summary, we got 74 eliminations, 76 knockouts, 15,097 total healings, 1 grenade elimination, 37 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination. So this is your match summary upon concluding match 4. Let's move into your next stat. Okay, so head-to-head comparison, we got one hit with 1,431 damage, 5 knocks, 8 eliminations, 18 total points, and 1,787 damage, 8 knocks, 13 eliminations, and 17 total points for ISS and NRC. So just a point gap of 1 between #1 and #2. Let's move into your next stat. Alright, so most valuable player this time around will be awarded for Doom with a total of 7 eliminations, 865 damage, 1 assist, 3 knocks, and 232 healings. Let's give it up one more time for your MVP upon concluding match 4, ISSL NRC's Doom. Let's move on to your next stat. So your top players for match 4, we got Jedson with 3, Dizzy with 4, Mirage with 4, Lucifer with 5, and Doom leading ahead, obviously, with 7 eliminations in total. Move on to your next title. So match rankings, we can see #5 stands XS with 8. 4, we got DxBs with 9, DDX Esports with 12, and ISS NRC stands with 17 points, and One Hit stands with 18 points. So these are your top 5 players, top 5 teams upon concluding match 4. Now let's move on to your next stat. Overall top players, we got Aslan with 11 eliminations, Destra with 12 eliminations, Doom with 14, Hexa with 12, and Lucifer with 19 eliminations. Lucifer is literally leading the MVP position right now, and that's consistent throughout all the matches that we witnessed. So let's see if he would be able to still hold on to that position as we move into your next final match of the day. Before that, let's move on to your overall standings. So we got RxN with 1, No Mercy 2, KH3, LFEQZ 7, OBs 8, 2Ds 9, TM7 along with B2B GODZ and EQs is 14, SDMZ is 15, 4Ks with 16, DDX 19, V is 22, ISIS with 23, VX is with 27, WP is with 28, Game Over with 29, XF with 33, DxB is with 33, One Hits with 44, TLQ stands #2 with a total of 45 total points, and #1 stands ISSL Lucifer, leading a huge point gap difference between #2 with a total of 73 points. So there you have it, guys, for your overall standings upon concluding all 4 matches. Now, match 2, match 3 were delivered by ISSLs accordingly with 29 and 26 points. Match 4, an unexpected chicken dinner by Team One Hit. leading with a total of 18 total points. So we have come to the final match of the day for your TLQ's paid series 4. Now, we did witness really great aggressive gameplays coming from each and every of these teams. So before we head into the last match, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also show your support down in the comments below. So before we move into your fifth match, let's head on to a quick short break. Let's get back soon.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
Welcome back from the short break, soldiers. So this is your girl JLo casting. Very honored to be casting rather for your TLQ paid scrim season 4, where we had 22 teams battling it out for a prize pool of $100. So we did see some phenomenal gameplays coming out from different teams. We had ISSLs, TLQs, and also let's not forget the previous team that was we had one hits also who were able to secure chicken dinner. So we are coming down for the last final match. We will be leading with 21 teams actually, with just 82 on the plane. The team KH have missed out on participating in the final match. So let's see who would be able to secure the final match, the final chicken dinner. This is going to be the deciding match. This is going to be the deciding map. Obviously, we do have some sort of rough idea on the scale. Uh, that was a glitch. Never mind. We do have some sort of idea on how the rankings and the scalings are like along with the scores, but it could all change by just one match. So fingers crossed, teams will be playing it out really to their best. Let's see who would be able to lead the way ahead of the table points and secure the chicken dinner as well. And see, a lot of teams have already headed into the first circle. He would be able to get the first knock. Ooh, it's gonna be some drop fights over here between GAMEOVER and TLQ's and also another team as well, guys, here in Picardo. Now let's see, 3 teams are gonna battle it out. All 3 teams in the same position. We got TM7 taking out the first knock. Down goes Eddie as well. TM7 coming down to Picardo. Still stagnant with 21 teams. Our Orpheus taking out Zeke as well, guys. I think No Mercy Esports are definitely in trouble given that most of the team members are being knocked out. We can see Error being knocked out as well. Just last 2 men standing for Team SDMZs, and here it is their TM7 moving straight into Zayu's lair. I don't think they had actually thought he would be able to come from that location. Down goes Eddie. Zayu was able to take down Eddie completely, so I think the revive is going to happen. Meanwhile, ISSL's taking the fight against EQZs one more time, and here comes Orpheus all the way from the bottom. Zayu confirming Eddie as well. What a great start over here. And I think here comes Ezio moving straight into the opposition's lair, but making sure that, he doesn't take any unnecessary decisions. We can see Team TLQ being eliminated early on itself. How unfortunate is that? Alrighty, so we're down to the last 20 teams. And just 75 alive. We got TM7s, just the last 2 members standing, Orpheus and Ezio. Just feels like, they're waiting for a third-party opportunity for them to kind of, shed their light into the movement. Orpheus kind of getting ready for the fight. Let's take the battle. ISS is moving all the way towards the top of Picardo. Given they've just taken an elimination as well. The fight is not yet to be breakout over here in Picardo, but we also most definitely will be able to see ISSLs moving quite slowly into the fight as well. Let's see who will be moving in, really safely from what's about to witness here. None of the teams making any movements against the one another. Alright, see, moving straight into LFEQZ's POV over here. Seems like they will not be having any potential threats anytime sooner. I don't think we're gonna witness any fights anytime sooner from here in Picardo. Teams are literally not making any movements against one another. So, kinda odd. Right, so I think TM7s now should be able to get the fight against their opposition, which is gonna be SDMZs. Zahir moving in without having any clue where exactly the oppositions could be, and we can see DDX is taking the next fight against 1Bs. Still not a single movement over here. Zahir moving on cluelessly. And meanwhile, we got Ezio waiting and holding. I think Zahir has the luck in him, so he makes sure that, he doesn't just go in there. And with that, he was kind of saved. But there goes his other teammate. Let's see if his other teammate will also be somewhat lucky. Zahir going in closer and closer into the enemy's terrain. But he kind of knows what's up as well. And here it is, guys, a couple of shots. And now they know where exactly the opposition teams are, because here comes the rush by SDMZ Esports. This reminds me of Tom and Jerry for some reason. Alright, so TM7s, and we can see ISS's taking down EQZs one by one. See TM7s over here, faced with a grenade, but let's see if the grenade connects. Golf is just trying to make sure that the grenade connects perfectly. And see VX is taking the fight against 4Ks, and Team VE taking the fight against Team 1B, confirming Massa from the other side. Ricardo seems to be covered in blood right now. Still, TM7 is moving into different locations, making sure that they're kind of way out of harm's reach. Still stagnant at 20 teams and 70 remaining. Alright, we can see Rocky being knocked out as well. VX is having a time of their fight with Team 4Ks. Alright, Ophiz finally decides to throw the nade, but let's see if the grenade connects. Here comes the grenade, and Ophiz in his last HP. Beautiful grenade. Trying to confirm him as well. And that was last minute, and that was just completely insane. Amazing. So with that, guys, they were able to secure 2 eliminations for the team. Alright, we can see ISS's Lucifer, and down goes Team EQZ. In the 19th position, down goes OBES team as well. We're down to last 17 teams and 61 alive. No Mercy Esports will be getting into the fight against VEs. VEs have literally no idea where exactly the opposition teams are. And there you have it, guys. LFEQZs getting into a fight as well now. Alright, so I think sorry about that. Alright, down goes Itachi, confirmed by Vicky. Last two men standing for LFEQZs, but let's see if their manpower is somewhat enough. And down goes one of the NM players as well, and down goes Ice Cup completely, guys. So team LFEQZ will be eliminated in the 17th position. We're down to last 16 teams and just 55 alive. VE is taking the direct fight against No Mercy Esports over here. Except Batman taking out Rusi at the same time, guys. I think Trace has no way of escaping, and with that, Trace will be completely eliminated. So No Mercy goes down in the 16th position. We got Team 2D being eliminated in the 15th position. We're down to last 14 teams, just 49 alive. Now if you take a look at the leaderboard, we are seeing somewhat comeback moment from Team VE, leading with a total of 6 eliminations at this point. TM7s are still having the fight against the SDMZs over here. And GAMEOVER giving a beautiful third party shot over there. The last man standing for SDMZs, Paul Scott from GAMEOVER, and last man standing from Team TM7 as well, because down goes SDMZs completely. So last man standing will be Izio himself. Let's see if Izio will be able to give a 1v4, or instead will he be barbecued into a 4v1 by GAMEOVER Esports. The zone has shrunken in further, so you can see it's going to be sort of like an open field battle, given that the terrain seems to be completely out in the air, and a single team will be able to survive it. Alright, so we can see Azia will be having to take the 1v1 first initially. Let's see if Azia will be strong enough, and now he got a 1v2, 1v3 and a 1v4. The pressure is surreal. Unfortunately, Asia will not be able to survive, and with that, Team TM7 has been eliminated. In the 13th position, we're down to last 12 teams, which is 45 alive. GAMEOVER leading with 7 eliminations, and VE is leading with 6 eliminations so far. Let's see who would be able to secure the last chicken dinner. You can see one hits most probably will be taking the fight against GODZ over here. Destro moving straight into his teams. But shots being thrown at Sacha. However, does not connect completely. But however, Fury takes down Star and confirms him as well. So one hit GODZ will be moving ahead with one less manpower. DxB is over here taking the fight against WEDHA PAPPA. I think we saw a lot of often fights between DxBs versus WPs most of the time. Let's see Fala over here. Let's see, Fala would be beautiful grenade over there. He actually execute him as well. But at the same time, Fala will be barbecued too. Hyperboy taking out Luffy. 2 eliminations confirmed, and we got 2 from the opposition team as well. So it's going to be a 2 versus 2. It's a duo versus duo situation we are witnessing right now. 2 deadly duos going against 2 deadly duos as well. You can see Mirage taking one of the knocks against Team GODZ, I think. Fury goes down completely. Still stagnant to 12 teams and 39 remaining. so 50 seconds left before we close into stage 4 of your damaging zone. Now the teams need to ensure that they get into the zone in about 700 meters as well. And there you have it, guys. Sacha taking out Destro. So that means just 2 manpower from team 1 hit. Meanwhile, we got 3 manpower from B2B GODZ officials. Vidila and Mirage standing still. And Destro will have the chance to be revived, or will he? And with that, guys, Destro being taken out completely over there by Sacha, but simultaneously, Sacha gets knocked out as well. I do not think he was able to see where Dila was at. And there you have it, guys. The zone shrinks in further. Once again, DxB is holding into the mid of the zone, giving them the opportunity to kind of stay ahead as well. None of the teams have moved into the zones as of yet. A couple of shots connecting Dila, and he does it. Down goes Dila, so he has to take the 1v1, and let's see who would be able to get the 1v1. And with, you can see Mirage in his last HP, and Tommy securing the elimination against 1 hits, and we were able to witness a total of 4, the entire squad being taken out by team B2B GODZ officials. So we will be leading with 10 teams now, which is 33 remaining down the line. BX is taking the fight against DDXs, and L7 is taking the fight against ISSs at the same time. Down goes L7 Snake. 30 seconds left before we close into stage 5 of your critically damaging zone now. VE Esports leading with 6 eliminations so far for the team, so that shows what sort of comeback they've taken here, an initiative to be the best and beat the best. Alright, so we can see why is the DDXs are not having a really good time of their own, given that they are in a really tough situation. XF's over here trying to take out more knocks over here against VEs. Meanwhile, we also got RxNs right behind their tails as well. Here comes Vicky trying to take the 1v1, and Demon, and down goes Demon as well. Vicky in his last HP. However, though, we do have DxBs coming in for the third party. We also got RxNs right behind their tails. This is completely insane. We can see Chris has been knocked out, Nostra taken out completely out live, Suski taken out, knocked. Meanwhile, so many teams in just one hurdle over here. So many fights, so many situations that we are witnessing right now that I can't keep my eye really glued onto one as well. Down goes Nyx. And with that, guys, team WP will be eliminated. Team DDXs will also be eliminated. XFs will be eliminated. We're down to last 8 teams, which is 22 remaining at this point. Alright, so B2B gods will also be taken out. We're down to last 7 teams, which is 19 remaining. We can see Dima has been knocked out over here. However, the revive will be successfully happening. And we can see some fights that most possibly might get into next to VE Esports, because here comes ISSs, we got It's Mighty, we also got RxNs. A minute left before we close into stage 6. You can see 60 taking up RxNs. They haven't noticed yet where exactly VEs are exactly at. If you take a look at the leaderboard, guys, VE stands at the very top, leading with a total of 10 elimination points. Game over with 8. And also ISSs with 7, VX is with 6, 5. Now would you look at that? 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. Alright, so with that, guys, Team Acid will be eliminated. Next up, we have 6 teams remaining, which is 17 alive. The VE ISSLXNRC, Game Over, VXs, DxB, and RxN. still stagnant with 6 teams and 17 remaining. Alright, so we can see a couple of shots being connected from Zima towards ISSL, and about 18 seconds left before the zone closes in further into stage 6 of your critically damaging zone. See, RxNs are in deep trouble over here as well. 3, 2, 1, and there you have it. We just think esports will have enough time because bandages in this zone is not gonna be compatible, buddy. And we are down to last 5 teams, which is 16 alive. We got VE, ISSL, GameOver, VXs, and DxBs. We can see DxBs will be getting the rush by ISSLs. Meanwhile, GameOver looking for an opportunity to give that third party. Lucifer kind of trolling around to see if he would be able to get a knock over here. And there's Jimmy taking out USD, so they will be engaging in with the fight against Game Over. ISS is moving in, and down goes Shao as well. Last 2 men standing for Team ISS, sorry, Game Over, guys. Was the Refuse, and last man standing now for Team Game Over. It'll be Refuse who will be a beautiful shot over there. Unfortunately, he will not be able to stand against Lucifer's shots. With that, guys, Team Game Over will be eliminated. We are down to the last 4 teams. The VE ISSL's Game Over, sorry, VXs and DxBs. So that would be leading up to the 4 teams. And see, ISSL's leading at the moment along with VEs. I think VX might have to. VX last man will be Price. Price has to take the shots and call it a day, else it would be the end for him. And you can see a couple of shots connecting towards Dima and Vicky at the same time. Susti goes down as well. VX Price was on complete fire, and there you have it, guys. Last 2 teams remaining. We got DxB and ISSL. Seems like there's gonna be a victory chicken right now. We got 2 manpower from DxB and a 3 manpower from, sorry, 4 manpower from ISSLs. Lucifer will be moving in closer to get into the fight right now. We can see 48 seconds left before they move into the next stage of the zone. Here comes the entire ISSL squad. Alright, so let's see if ISSL will give it. Down goes Jimmy, and confirmation as well from Jedson. Down goes Jimmy completely, guys. So that's just gonna be a 3 manpower from ISSLs and a 2 manpower from DxBs. And a beautiful grenade connecting Mini as well over here by Toxic. So it's going to be a duo versus duo, guys. Susti and Lucifer versus Toxic and Jetson is what we're going to witness right now. Let's see who would be able to secure the last chicken dinner. Will ISSL be able to maintain the chicken streak, or instead will DxB be able to break that streak and call it a day as well? Let's see. Lucifer using his grenades over here. I do not think Mini will have enough time to be revived. And with that, guys, Team Mini has been taken out. So you can see ISS is leading with 14 eliminations at this point. Another grenade gonna be connected. Here comes Jedson's grenade, and Lucifer has to move into the zone as well. Couple of more shots being taken out against Jedson. Let's see, Lucifer versus Jedson. He has to take the 1v1. Will it be Team DxB over? And down goes Lucifer as well, guys. Last man standing will be Lucifer Susti himself. This is incredible. This is something that I never would have imagined in 1,000 years. DxBs are literally thriving, guys. I think Susti is in a bit tough moment. He's kind of thinking what needs to be done at the moment. He comes Susti rushing straight into DxBs, guys. Let's see, will it be DxBs or will it be? And there you have it. Last chicken dinner. Phenomenal gameplay by Team DxB. And definitely an unexpected chicken dinner over there. All right, so let's give it up for Team DxB for securing that unexpected chicken dinner that was definitely not called for. So let's move straight into their individual stats. And we move into the individual stats. All right, so we can see Jedson leading with 7 eliminations, Luffy with 1, Sudomanica with 0, and Toxic with 1 eliminations. So these are your winning team stats from Team DxB. We got 8, 9 eliminations in total with a placement in line. Match summary, we got 77 eliminations, 74 knockouts, 7,889 total healings, 5 grenade eliminations, 46 assists, and 0 vehicle eliminations. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so head-to-head comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. 2,120 damage, 12 knocks, 14 eliminations, 20 total points. 1,037 damage, 7 knocks, 9 eliminations. And that leads up to a total of 19 total points for Team DxB. So just a point gap of 1 point between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2 this time around. Let's move on to your next stat. All right, so most valuable player, let's give it up for the none other than DxB Club's DxB Jedson, securing a total of 7 eliminations, 768 damage, 0 assists, 5 knocks, and 131 healings. Now, this is what you call a fantastic gameplay over there. That was definitely not uncalled for in the last moment over there. Let's move on to your next stat. Top players upon concluding, just for match 5, we got Vicky with 4 eliminations and Lucifer with 4 eliminations, Dima with 5 eliminations, Susti with 5 eliminations, and Jetson with 7 eliminations. There you go, guys. Your top players for match 5. We got Jetson, Susti, Dima, Lucifer, and Vicky. Let's move into your next stat. Alright, so match rankings for match 5. We got hashtag 5 GAMEOVER ESPORTS with 11. Hashtag 4 stands VEWPs with 12. Hashtag 3 stands VE ESPORTS with 18. Hashtag 2 stands DxB CLUB with 19. Hashtag 1 stands your none other than ISSL NRC with a total of 20 points. So these are your top 5 match rankers upon concluding match 5. Rest of the teams, obviously, we can see points that have scored in between 1 to 5 in total. All right, so we will be moving straight into saying who would have scored your overall MVP title. It's none other than the obvious ISSL and Narcissus ISSL Lucifer with a total of 23 eliminations, 702.8 average damage, 2.2 average assists, 4.6 average eliminations, 3.2 average knocks, and 239.4 average healings. With that, he was able to secure the MVP title for today's TLQ Spades Season 4. Alright, so overall top players we can see Destro with 12, Doom with 14, Vicky leading the stairs with 13, Hexa 12, and Lucifer with 23. 23, my goodness, that's just way too excellent. Alright, so let's give it up one more time for Lucifer, Hexa, Wiki, Doom, and Destro for keeping up with that momentum and ensuring that they were highlighted throughout. And that's definitely something that we witnessed in all of the 5 matches that was played out. So that basically comes for us to deliver the winners right now. So second runners up. Let's see who would have scored The second runners-up title, let's give it up for One Hit GODZ with a securing of 1 chicken dinner, 30 eliminations, and 16 placement points, leading up to a total of 46 total points for Team One Hit GODZ, securing that second runners-up position. Now let's see who would have secured the runners-up position. Fingers crossed. And there you have it, guys. An astounding unfinished over there by DxB CLUB with a total of 1 chicken dinner, 3 eliminations, 19 placement points, and a total of 52 total points for Team DxB CLUB. Definitely did not expect this from Team DxB. Round of events. Let's move on to who would have secured the championship. Well, kind of obvious now, isn't it? He is your champion. He's your he's your champion for your TLQ paid scrim season 4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your champion for your TLQ's paid scrims, let's give it up for VE ISSLNRC, securing 2 streaks of chicken dinners, 63 eliminations, 30 placement points, and 93 total points. So with that, they showed consistency, and towards the end, if only they did have some sort of tendency of securing another chicken dinner towards the end, but fortune has it, and that was led towards a opposition team instead. But regardlessly, they were able to secure the championship, and that itself proves them why they are crowned as one of the best teams here in Sri Lanka. So let's give it up one more time for all these winners and also the teams that have actively participated today. And let's not forget to give a shout out for the production team for ensuring a smooth live sesh has been taken place. Now let's move straight into your overall rankings. That's a KH with 3, RxNs with 3, No Mercies with 4, OBs along with LFEQs is 9, 2Ds with 10, EQs is 14, TMSons with 16, 4Ks along with SDMZ is 17, B2B GODZ with 19, DDX 20, ACIDs with 27, WPs with 30, XS with 35, VXs with 39, GAMEOVER with 40 along with VE is 40, TLQs with 45, hashtag 3 stands 1 hit with 46, hashtag 2 stands DxBs with 52, hashtag 1 stands ISSNRC with an astounding of 93 total points over there. A gap of just 40 plus right in between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. So this shows where we stand in our competitive fields in Sri Lanka in terms of esports. Definitely an honor to be able to cast for your TLQ paid season 4. So there's more to come. There's more events to be launched. So stay tuned and grab your popcorns and wait for the best to be unrevealed. It has been an honor once again to be casting alongside with you and also delivering you with the best of the heated actions. Let's give it up one more time for all the production team and also the teams that have actively participated today, and also our audiences, our viewers, for giving out that support that we required. So here you have it, guys, your match schedule. We can see match 1 by TLQs, match 2, match 3 divided by ISSLNRC, match 4 being divided by 1 hit, and match 5 by Team DxBs that led them to secure that second place, the runners-up position. So that comes to the end of our TLQ paid battle season 4. Once again, thank you very much for the support that you guys have provided to us throughout, and see you one more time in a different event for certain.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.